only ever known. Y'all the main ones I'm watching on my throne. Created everything, but I called you my own. That land I gave you, put my name on it, my home. Yeah, that's my home. Israel, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. I made a promise, can't nobody take it. I chose to put you above all the nations. Out of your graves, I chose to awaken. We made a covenant, don't you forsake it. Come get protected while they going crazy. Israel, my firstborn, my baby. Israel, my firstborn, my baby. I woke you up in your land of captivity. I do not change, I want you to remember me. Laws and commandments, I gave you the remedy. Go read the testimonies for your memory. I sent them prophets, but you wasn't hearing me. I come to you if you really come near to me. I heard your cry.
Now, in the other, look, I left it. In my other Apocrypha, it has loads of precepts as to why that is. Now, what's this? Read on, sir.
Yes, sir. It says, but give her to a man of understanding.
Of what?
Of understanding.
Now, would that not solve a whole lot of problems? If the father found a man who, he's going to understand you. Yes,
I was like, a man like himself.
Come on.
That's right.
A man like himself. Would not that solve a whole lot of weight? Watch this now. Read.
Come. Hast thou a wife after thy mind?
Hold it there. A wife after thy mind. Think like him. Act like him. Want to be him. Read on for me.
Forsake her not.
Come on.
But give not thyself over to a light woman.
There it is. A light woman. Easily upset, easily touched, easily complaining, noisy, whining. Read on that.
Honor thy father.
Do what?
Honor thy father.
This is a way of honor. Read.
With thy whole heart.
With all of your mind. Is that not right? With all of your mind, it tells us there. Watch this now. Read.
And forget not the sorrows of thy mother.
Sorrows of the mother. What are the sorrows of the mother? Who can tell me this? This is something that the sisters should be able to answer. What is the sorrows of the mother? What? Come on, sisters. All right, at the back first. Yes, ma'am.
Just in case pastors. To make her daughter pregnant.
Say that one more time.
To make daughter pregnant.
What do you mean, ma'am?
Like, pregnant.
Oh, yeah.
Carrying a baby.
Yeah, all right. Yes. Okay, yeah. That's part of it for the future, yes. But there's some earlier things. That's what you just said. It's not incorrect, but it's more future. All right? Yes, ma'am.
The mother is usually the one that's teaching and raising the child.
Say that one more time.
The mother is the one that's teaching and raising the child.
Teaching and raising the daughter. All right? Hold yours. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, grace and peace, Pastor.
Grace and peace.
No, I was going to say similar to Sister Cece as far as in pregnancy, like how Genesis say in sorrow.
Right. Yes.
So.
Now back to what pregnancy is correct, but part of what Sister Lois said trumps that, because the mother is meant to be putting into the mind of the daughter constantly.
That's right.
Don't let any man steal your flower. Don't. Don't let any man take your covenant. Don't. Don't let any man spoil you. Don't. And be careful what you listen, what your friends say. Don't. Now, I can't go into other areas because obviously I'm mindful of age groups here. Because there are things that the mother teaches the daughter how she should be treated, how she should be touched, how she should be spoken to. That's why I said this thing is loaded here. And so so part of the sorrow is, if anything, that the mother has failed to teach her daughter to prepare her for whomever she's going to be with. Now, we're going to drop that now to Brother Joel's scripture.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 42 and verse 9. It reads thus.
Quickly run there, everyone.
Page 96.
Go ahead, sir.
The father waketh for the daughter.
The father does what, sir?
The father waketh for the daughter.
Yes, he does.
What does that mean?
It means he can't sleep.
That's right.
It means he's going to be looking through the window.
Right.
It means he's going to get in his chariot and drive all over town.
Got security cameras all around the house.
What? Read, sir. That's why I said that he picked a loaded one. Right, so we've got two of them now. Now this one is a little bit. This gets a bit more heavier.
That's right.
So let's go.
The father waketh for the daughter.
Come on.
When no man knoweth.
Come on.
And the care of her taketh away sleep.
See? Can't sleep. You're walking around the house. And sometimes just sitting in the living room chair, just going, all that fills my soul is Yahweh, waiting, and then the sneaking in. What time do you call this? Read.
When she is young, lest she pass away the flower of her age.
See? Do I need to explain that? Out there and gave it away. Read.
And being married.
Read.
Lest she should be hated.
Now, you'll notice it says give away the flower, right? That's what it says, right? Of her age, right? And being married, right? Right? Now, because let me say it plainly, sex is marriage. It's marriage. That's why it says what it says. In case you missed it, read the middle clause again, sir. Read through.
When she is young, lest she pass away the flower of her age.
Come on.
And being married.
And being married. See that? And then it said, it ends up by saying,
lest she should be hated.
Hated because you went and gave away something you shouldn't have given it away. You should have kept that thing the way that your parents told you ought to have done. Watch this. Read on now.
Verse 10. In her virginity, lest she should be defiled.
Come on.
And gotten with child.
Come on.
In her father's house.
See that? Read.
And having an husband.
Come on.
Lest she should misbehave herself.
Come on.
And when she is married, lest she should be barren.
She should be barren. You see, because at this point, there's a husband that has not even been declared to the father. Now, all of this is not taught. When we were coming up, none of this was taught. Would you agree, with brothers and sisters? None of this was taught. And it was never made plain. Let's say it momentarily was, It was never made plain. And then it says, read.
Come, verse 11. Keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter.
There it is. That means that father is in his right to watch his daughter.
That's right.
It's in his right. Say, stop talking to him. Get in here. Get in here now. Or someone talking. What do you want? I just talking to her because now they realize it's Father's Day now. I don't want you talking to her. Move.
That's right.
Now, see, some of you think, no, I'm not. A lion has to make the rules clear.
That's right.
And once he makes it clear, now she will hate you for it. Oh yeah, they do. Because they go home, mouth all out there. And then, but you know what you're going to do? Even though you just did that's called a demonstration rebuke. You just demonstrated a rebuke. What you then must understand is the father. Remember, you're not arguing. All right, sweetheart. What should we eat tonight? Mouth is still out there. But the reasons why you do that is because you're not in an argument. So my conversation is still the same. Hey, there's a program coming. You want to watch it with me? We're gonna crack some popcorn. Good? No, I don't feel like it. I tell you what, you don't feel like it now, but in 20 minutes, make sure you feel like it, because I'm gonna keep your space, right? You see, some of you heard me say something years ago. I said this. I said it all in my life pretty much, is this. I don't allow an argument to keep me buried. I just don't. And even with my wife and I situation, I've never let it run for, what, you still said 2 weeks later? A month later? No, that doesn't exist. Don't exist. You may best get 24 hours. You may get that. You may even get 48. Because I can still see that there's sensitivity there. If I touch that wound, it's still, okay. But like it or not, I'm coming and I'm holding on and I'm not letting go. And my wife has to also feel the same way. I may be brooding, but she must come and hug me. See, you started learning some things out. I may be brooding, my mouth is all out there. But her job is, no matter how that lion looks, go up to the lion, hug that bear. Hug him. Yeah. And he looked like he's gonna. He may even go. but still, don't let him go. Because he's yours. And I saw that in a wildlife thing. I saw the female lion walk up to the lion, and you could see there's something upset because the lion weren't moving. He just, and she walked around him, and she used her tail, and she slapped him. That's true. And then she went up, and she took her head and put it right under his chin, and she laid there. And she didn't move. Lions know how, and we still holding grudge 10, 15, 20 years later. What? And so, watch this now. Read.
Sirach 42:11. Keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter.
Come on.
Lest she make thee a laughing stock to thine enemy.
Come on.
And a byword in the city, and a reproach among the people.
Come on.
And make thee ashamed before the multitude.
Read.
Behold, not everybody's beauty.
Come on.
And sit not in the midst of women.
Come on.
For from garments cometh a moth, and from women wickedness.
Read.
Bitter is the churlishness of a man than a courteous woman. A woman, I say, which bringeth shame and reproach.
And reproach. Now we're going to stop there because I said that's a whole lot of stuff I could do with. Whole lot. In fact, just to show you, jump to the next chapter and read the first verse just quickly, sir.
Sirach chapter 43 and verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
The pride of the height.
Come on.
And clear firmament.
Come on.
The beauty of heaven.
Come on.
With his glorious show.
All that is speaking about beauty as how it pertains even so to a woman, even though it's speaking about the heavenlies. All right, let's drop that. Let's just get back. And quickly, if you please, run to Matthew chapter 19 and 3. Matthew 19 and 3, if you please.
Yes, sir. The book of Matthew, chapter 19 and verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
It reads thus. And he answered and said unto them, Slakia, you said verse 3?
19 and 3.
Yes, sir. Matthew chapter 19, verse 3. The Pharisees also came unto him.
Go on.
Tempting him.
Doing what?
Tempting him.
Testing him. Go on.
And saying unto him,
Come on.
It is lawful for a man to put away his wife.
Read.
For every cause.
For what?
For every cause.
For every cause. Go on.
And he answered and said unto them, Have ye not read
Read.
that he which made them at the beginning made them male and female?
Read.
And said, For this cause.
For what?
For this cause.
For this cause. For this cause. You got that?
Yes, sir.
Now, hold for a quick minute. Run to Genesis chapter 1 and 27. 27. Quickly, please. What did I say?
Genesis 27.
1:27.
Good. Go ahead.
The book of Genesis, chapter 1 and verse 27.
Come on.
So Yahweh created man in his own image.
In his what?
In his own image.
In his own image. Now, don't mistake this. Sometimes people think that because it said that God made man in his own image, it means that all men are made in the image of God. No, it's not true. It's not true. When this was spoken, it was speaking primarily about one particular group of people. That's what it was speaking about. Now, do we share likeness with other nations and other groups? Yes. And why is that so? Because after the flood, all men came out of one group, which was Adam. Before the flood, all men didn't come out of one group. They all came out of the waters.
That's right.
Don't miss that, because I said it simply, and it's huge. Do I need to say it again?
Yes.
In the beginning, all men did not come from one place. One place. All men came out of the waters. Many, millions of them.
That's right.
In case you're thinking, well, it was just a couple of hundred. Shut up. A couple of hundred? Really? And the earth, remember, was a land mass, one land mass. And so that means that all the waters surrounding the earth all over the place, right? Remember, there was no such thing before as oceans. There was only seas. All the seas surrounded the entire Pangea of the earth. Right? So then wherever the waters was, men were hopping out of that thing all the way around wherever Does it make sense to you now? Now you can see that the earth was filled with people at that time.
That's right.
Now, the only difference is that after the flood, all men came out of one group, one species. Right? Because they came out of Noah, and Noah eventually came out of Adam.
That's right.
See? And so when we read this now, it said, go ahead, sir.
So Yahweh created man in his own image.
Go on.
In the image of Yahweh created he him.
Go on.
Male and female.
Male and female. Go on.
Created he them.
Created he them. And then the next verse speaks about the law that was given to them. Right? What was the law, sir? Go ahead and read it. 28.
And Yahweh blessed them.
They did what?
Blessed them.
Go on.
And Yahweh said unto them,
Go on.
be fruitful and multiply.
Fruitful and multiply. Go on.
And replenish the earth.
Do what?
Replenish the earth.
So there's a term there that's used that blows everybody might say, read. So are you telling me that there's some other people who are there? What's going on here, preacher? But that's for another day. But let's keep going now.
Replenish the earth and subdue it.
Go on.
And have dominion over the fish of the sea.
Read.
And over the fowl of the air.
Read.
And over every living thing that moveth upon the earth.
Upon the earth. Didn't say world, it said earth.
That's right.
Now, drop that, go to chapter 5 and verse 2.
Yes, sir. Chapter 5 and verse 2. The book of Genesis, chapter 5 and verse 2. Male and female.
See that now. Why does this verse have to come up? Because it has to identify who are the leading characters of this production here.
That's right.
Not the others. It says, read again, in fact, just so that to qualify for those who are not noteworthy of the scriptures, read from verse 1, sir, then we go to verse 2.
Genesis chapter 5 and verse 1.
Read.
This is the book of the generations of Adam.
There it is. That's the lead character now.
That's right.
Not all the others, not the sons of men, but the sons of God.
That's right.
Read.
In the day that Yahweh created man,
Read.
in the likeness of God,
See that?
made he him.
Now remember, we learned this on Wednesday, that the word God really is not the word that should really be there. It should be the name of the personage.
That's right.
But they took it out and they put only the word God. If you read in the old Bibles, it actually has the tetragrammaton to kind of align as to who it is that is speaking of.
That's right.
And so it tells us clearly that in the likeness of the Most High made he him. How?
Male and female.
Read.
Created he them.
Read.
And blessed them.
And bless them. That word bless must not be overlooked, because the word bless, it ties in with Genesis chapter 1 and 28. Just quickly turn back there if you please.
Yes, sir. The book of Genesis chapter 1 and verse 28. And Yahweh blessed them. And Yahweh said unto them,
Go on.
Be fruitful and multiply.
Be fruitful and multiply. That's what it's telling us, right? Go on.
And replenish the earth and subdue it.
Right.
And have dominion over the fish of the sea.
Of the fish of the sea, go on.
And over the fowl of the air.
All right, we can stop there. Go back so you can see where the blessing came from, right?
All
right, so when we go back now, and in the middle clause of verse 2, it said, and bless them and
bless them and called their name Adam.
Go on.
In the day when they were created.
The day when they were created. It makes perfect sense now, Khan.
That's right.
And then if we read verse 3, it says,
and Adam lived 130 years.
Read.
And begat a son in his own likeness.
Because when we start to have children, they now come in the likeness. Children come in the likeness of their fathers. That's why every time you see the child, you see the father. If you don't believe me, then you need to go and study this, because this tells you that work. That's why when the father is dead, and the people who owed the father sees the son, they get a heart attack because I thought you were your father. I know I owed him some money, but I'll get with you down the road. See? Yeah, because he looked just like that. He looked just like, my God. And then suffered a heart attack.
Shoot! And younger, stronger version.
And if you don't believe me, then you need to go and study David and study Solomon.
That's right.
Because David vowed that there were certain men that he wouldn't touch them once he was alive. But what did David do? He said to Solomon, when I'm gone now, you go and take them apart. Don't leave their head unless their head is under the ground somewhere. Solomon said, Dad, I got you covered.
That's right. That's right.
That's why you cannot actually say, I got you, Dad. You see? And so when we go back here now, it said in the likeness. So he had sons and he began in his own likeness.
After his image.
After his image. See that? That's why we now know that we all are in the image of Adam. See, we can trace back the family bloodline.
That's right.
All right, quickly go back if you please. We need to go back to Matthew.
Yes, sir.
Right.
The book of Matthew, chapter 19 and verse 4.
Come on.
And he answered and said unto them,
Read.
Have ye not read that he which made them at the beginning made them male and female?
See that? Go on.
And said, For this cause shall a man leave father and mother, and shall cleave to his wife.
And shall what?
Cleave to his wife.
Now, unfortunately, most of us do not understand the word cleave. The word cleave means that you become one flesh. If I try to separate you, I'm going to cause you injury. Man is going to be injured, woman is going to be injured. You see? That's what it's speaking about. Because cleave means a joining, becoming one. You see that? Now, whether you wish to believe that or not, the same thing is applied to us with the Most High. We cleave to Him. We become one with Him.
That's right.
And that's why when we tear ourselves away from Him, this is what Jeremiah is speaking about.
That's right.
Because once we've gone away from Him, what we have done, we have torn ourselves.
That's right.
So what do we become? We become bloody. And if we're bloody, that means there's infestations. Or that's when you get into it on a deep way. See where I'm going with that? And so here, when we go back to it now, it says, finish it if you please, sir.
And shall cleave to his wife.
Read.
And they twain shall be one flesh.
Shall be one flesh. And so that teaches us that the man cleaves to his wife. Cleaves to her. That means, and now a person will say, well, I don't understand how that goes. Because you're just simple. Because here's the thing. This is why, and again, I use myself as a mirror because I don't want to be a mouth talker that can't back up what you say. That's why when I'm out with my wife, I hold her hand. I do it every single time. Every single time. You know, let's say she's still upset from the other night. I'm still holding your hand. The sister said over there, oh, I'm sorry, I gotta pray for sister. I need to pray for her. You don't need to pray for her. You need to pray for yourself. She's good. She's good. And why is that? Because you are establishing what is yours when you're out there. And then when you're walking, you know, sometimes you get some ninjas who like to try and look over the fence. So as they're walking by, they're trying to look over your fence. You look at them like, I've got one eye, so the impact is not the same. But when you look at them, like, what you looking at? You see, this is your job. These are cleaving, and the cleaving occurs because you've left. You've left mom. You've left dad. They did all of that to you to watch you. It's like in New York. They've got these people that wear these gloves that when they touch your children, that they're infecting them. Oh yes, it's big time. It's big time. And then the ambulance that comes is not a real ambulance.
No sir. No sir.
This human trafficking thing is off the charts. What they're now doing. So here it says, read if you please, verse 6 again. So.
Verse 6. Wherefore, they are no more twain.
No more two people. When you see the husband, you see the wife. When you see the wife, you see the husband.
That's right.
Read.
But one flesh.
Go on.
What therefore Yahweh have joined together.
See, because it is God. In case some of you say, well, he didn't find my wife. I found her. You are simple. Because even the scriptures say that a cantankerous man, he finds a cantankerous woman, he rubs her on you. So this man ends up with a wife. He says, I don't know, I got you. But it's the Lord who put this man in your life and you in this man's life. The Lord does that. And so there's a scripture I was trying to say, it would just drop into my mind, but it isn't. So it says, bring the middle part of 6, sir.
Come. What therefore Yahweh have joined together,
Read.
Let not man put asunder.
Put asunder. So man can't separate it.
That's right.
So that's why the truth is the terminology of separation here, really, in truth, it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. Now, again, this is heavy, right? This whole thing. Remember what I said? All the scriptures are interjoining. There's no that and then this and then that. They're all interrelated. So then, when a divorce is meant to take place, how then is it really meant to happen? Can anyone please explain? According to Yahweh Shai. Because everybody now, they say according to Esau. But Yahweh Shai said it right. Glory be to the Most High. Huh? Yes, sir.
Grace and peace, Bishop.
Grace and peace, Doctor.
Okay, the mother and the father have to bring the blanket to prove that in.
No. Because the divorce is based on whatever the complaint is.
Okay.
All right. The blanket is proof of her flower. Now, the reason why that is, and because sometimes a man may already know that the woman has lost her flower. But he just straight up loves her. And he wants to marry her, and he wants to be with her. So then there's no blanket. It's all right, so the man. And that's how it is in Israel. Man would just love the woman and just want her. He's not concerned about all of that. That's past for him. He's more concerned about the woman who he's going to be with now. See? But back to the point. Yes, sir.
Grace and peace, Pastor.
Yes, sir. Grace and peace.
With Matthew 19 and 9, have anything related to that? 8 and 9.
Matthew what, sir?
19 and 9.
19 and 9, yes. Yes, we're going to get there. But okay. So you're sharing that as to say this is some of the reasons why there's a divorce. Is that what you're saying, sir?
Come, and when he said in 9, except it be for
Fornication. All right, gotcha. All right. Now, before we get there, I mean, we haven't even gone a couple of verses down yet in Jeremiah, but watch this. Now, this is what Yahushua says. Now, read verse 7. We have to use this as an introduction as to what Yahushua will say. Go on.
Matthew chapter 19 and verse 7.
Come on.
They say unto him,
Yes.
why did Moses then command to give a writing of divorcement
Go on.
and to put her away?
And to put her away. Now, watch Yahushua. Read.
He said unto them, Moses, because of the hardness of your hearts,
Come on.
suffered you to put away your wives.
Right, he suffered that. It wasn't meant to be. You see? Because remember, Esau has messed this whole thing up. That's why we don't know what's straight, what goes back, and what is. Now, this is how it goes. Let's say, for instance, the man gave a letter of divorce to his wife, and he chooses to put her away. He does not kick her out of the house. I just want that to kind of marinate for a moment. I need you to hear it. He does not kick her out of the house. It's her house. But it was my house before we got married. So I don't know how you feel about No. You want out? It's her house. You're not going to put her out there because all of a sudden you find that she doesn't cook a nice rice and peas and chicken.
He said it right.
Yeah. You're not going to throw her out for that. You're not going to throw her out because her peach cobbler didn't go up to your mama's peach cobbler.
They was doing that though.
You know, this woman is okay. You're not going to treat her that way. Does that make sense, everyone? So she stays in the house, right? Now, you might want to go somewhere else, but you're going to look after her. Because, yes. Because she's still your responsibility. Does that make sense, everyone? She's still your responsibility. You married her. And the truth is, there's really no such thing as divorce. Because what basically happens is this. She's there and you have left. If you want to see on a more dynamic scale with the Most High, he said, I'm going to leave you. When you come to your senses, you know where I am. Scripture. You see? So when you're ready, you come call on me, but I leave you where you are. You know, you've got covering, you got this. I'll leave you there. And it's his job also to make sure that to a certain degree, depending whether or not the father is alive or not, she's looked after to a certain point. Not to a whole point, but to a certain point. And that's why when he goes and finds himself another wife, watch it now. The one that he has put away is still his wife. And it is still his wife. And he now has two wives because he's married. That's why when people talk about the fact that, oh, well, how can you have two wives? There you are. I think some of you need to go and read the scriptures again because you missed that like that. That once went shoo over your head. That's in the book. Yes, sir.
Grace and peace, Pastor.
Grace and peace to you, Doctor.
So, Pastor, okay.
I know you got it. Don't forget your personal
Glory! She done moved somebody else in the house.
Yes.
I mean, she done moved a friend out of mine.
That's not meant to be the way. The reason why that happens today is because we're under Esau's law.
God.
And Esau has told us how this thing is meant to go. That is not how it goes. That is not, because she's still your wife. She cannot be unwife.
So she have two husbands then.
Well, she can't have two husbands. There is no such thing as a woman having two husbands. No such thing. Because, let me tell you why as well. Because how do you prove the paternity? How do you prove who's who if children are born? So a woman can't turn around and having two husbands now, or 300, or 600. Oh, I think it was number 4. There's no such thing. Doesn't exist. In the Babylonian world, where they used to do sinful acts like that exists, but not as Hebrews. It does not exist. So when people keep talking about the fact that they divorce, now that term divorce is highlighted because Esau has made it his way and how it's dealt with. See, there was a time that if you went to the judge, and I'm going back, when I was a youth, I used to hear the big people say, when the judge Terrence said, she can't, or he can't, but they've got to at least spend a year before they come back to him again. They didn't make it easy 60 years ago. They didn't make it easy. It's because Esau is a devil, and it's become lucrative. But a man, if a man divorces his wife, that woman is still his wife. Yes, sir.
I have a precept pertaining to even Paul's look at it, because Paul's look at it is also predicated off of Yahushua.
Come on.
It's the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 7 and verse 10. The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 7.
Yes, you got to wait for me with that one.
And verse 10. Come on.
Yes. All right, doctor, go ahead.
Yes, sir. It reads thus. And unto the married.
Say it loud, repeat it again.
First Corinthians chapter 7 and verse 10.
It's actually 10 and 11. But.
1 Corinthians chapter 7 and verse 10. And unto the married I command, yet not I, but the Lord. Let not the wife depart from her husband. But, and if she depart, let her remain unmarried.
Hello.
Or be reconciled to her husband.
Hello.
And let not the husband put away his wife.
See? Because what now, let's say for instance, I'm going to put on your big boy pants now if you want to. Let's say for instance that the husband now, because he still has a duty, she says, look, Joshua, I have a thing there.
God.
I need you to come and I need you to fix blah blah blah. Right? Got to be careful where I'm going with this. And he fixes it, right? Hello? Now, but she is still unmarried. She's never wanted anybody because she truly only loved him. But guess what? It was he who put her away because there were certain things maybe that, and again, there are things that sometimes women may have to change and behave. You see where I'm going? As I said, I would have been a little bit more detailed, but I'm cognizant of of other company. Can't get younger company. So he goes around and he fixes that thing, right? But when he fixes it and is about to leave now, she turns around and says, look, I need to be with you. Everybody go quiet in here now. And so what happens is he spends a little time with her, right? Now, would one turn around and say, well, he was wrong? It's a deep one, as I said. This is why the area of divorce and the area of separation has never properly been dealt with. And again, if it wasn't for the fact that this I wouldn't even gone down this road, but I'm down there because again, it has to be made clear. You see? Yes, ma'am.
So, what like when the scripture says when you get a divorce because the person committed adultery, that's your only way out. Is that still the understanding that in the truth, or is that person still?
Even though
you're still married.
Yeah, but the divorce is, remember, all that divorce really is what? Yeah, say it again, man.
Just a bill of separation.
That's it. But and why? Because she was wrong to go and do what she did. She should never have slept with whom she slept with. But he has the right to put her away. But see, part of the punishment, and remember, today in America, they make it legal that a woman can go and sleep with every Tom, Dick, and Harry. That's not the way. She breached the marriage by sleeping with another boo. And a person turns around and says, well, so he can forget it. No. Because as you have learned, and I've touched on it months or years back, that a woman cannot sleep with a man and it not leave a deposit on her. It's marked her. Even medically, they say it's impossible for what was in her now to be unmarked. Part of the reason why those menstruations are there, it's to allow the blood to flow everything out of the body. But the marking of the man is still there. Why do you think Yahweh said when he was at the well, he knew that this woman, and he said, even now the one that you with still is in your house.
That's right.
It blew her brains. He was like, what, how do you know? Because here's the thing, man's depository leaves a mark on a much deeper level. And if you want to come out of the physical, on a spiritual level. So watch this now. She's meant to stay there, and this is how it's meant. Remember, in Israel, we're a community. So once it is known, any man who even thinks he's going to look there, he's now going to be stoned to death. Because she's meant to be left by herself in her trespasses, and she's meant to be in a state of continual, my God, I shouldn't have done it. Why did I do it? It's meant to be her hell. But you see, here in Babylon, they said, it's all right, you can go and get somebody else. And they've trained our women and our men to be nothing but whoremongers. That's what we become. I say we because we're all in that same boat. It's a difficult one. And you see, when men walk away from another woman thinking that he's completely, so according to the scriptures, that's not how it goes. It's not how it goes. We've been taught that. And then we've had preachers in so-called Christianity who teach us a whole lot of bupkis that is not real, Because first of all, Christianity didn't exist in the days of Yahushua. Didn't exist. But today now, we got the nerve to say, well, Yahushua didn't even know about that mess. He never told any of the disciples to go that way.
That's right.
So again, these are the type of matters that when they're taught, they're difficult for people to receive and to swallow, because you live in a Babylonian land that Babylon has made you free to go and do all sorts of debauchery.
That's right.
And sit proudly in your house and think it's all right. It's not all right. How dare you mess that woman up? And the reason why I can say it with such vehemence today, because I'm a father. You mess her up, I'm finding you.
That's right.
That's right.
Because see, we've got to understand there has to be protection. And who's protecting our daughters?
That's right.
Who's speaking up for them?
That's right.
No one's protecting our daughters. Then we get these men who come and want to sleep and then mess up your life and then take off like they got no business with it. You got to pay for that, chum.
Right.
You got to pay for it. It's wrong.
Right.
And you see, if there was more of that, can you imagine that the scripture teaches that the fear of the Most High would be in all of us? But we live in a non-God fearing or non-Yahushua respecting community across the earth. And this is why these things create the type of challenges they create. And here's the other thing. Because preachers are also, they scared to teach that, because guess what? It could affect the offering.
Come.
And my ride outside has to be covered this month.
Come.
Look, those the sisters who have been, because I've got some sisters that have been with me a long time, they know that I've always said the same thing about offering from the day that they have met me. They know I have, because I don't lean on that mess. I believe that you give according to your spirit.
That's right.
I'm not teaching because I need to keep them sweet so they come back next week Sunday.
Yeah.
Yes, Doctor.
Grace and peace, Bishop.
Grace and
A lot of them won't touch it because they're in error themselves.
Of course they are. Because some of them are sleeping with 2, 3, or 4 of the other sisters.
That's right.
I'll catch you and choose for you. I can't do the evening, but I can catch you in the afternoon. We've got some preachers out there that are nothing but pimps.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
I thought of Numbers 5.
Get on your job, Doctor.
Grace and peace. I thought of Numbers 5 and 29, but what you were saying about what they're supposed, the women supposed to go through after that 31.
Say that one more time.
Numbers 5 and 29.
Can we just hold that for one moment, sir? Because this is heavy here. And I need you to read verse. I need you to read verse 11 and 12. So I know you read 10.
Yes.
But I need you to read 11. And I need you to go back up to verse 8.
Come. The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 7 and verse 8. I say therefore, to the unmarried and widows, it is good for them if they abide even as I.
See? Now, when he said that, what he's saying, I'm single, but I don't get all caught up that I need to go and be in anybody's bosom. Right? Read.
But if they cannot contain, let them marry.
See? Because sometimes people need to have someone. And I'm not like my forefathers who are unsympathetic. There are women who need a man. They need a man. They weren't made really, if the truth be known, they weren't really made to be by themselves. These are women who need a man. They need one, but you've got to get the right one. And there are men who need a woman. They need a woman. They can't operate by themselves. They need someone. And those Those questions exist, but they've never been answered.
That's right.
So what we go through life, guessing, maybe, is it that or is it not that? It's because the preachers, pardon my expression, I'm going to use a Spanish expression, but I have to say it that way. They don't have no cojones. It doesn't sound so bad when I put it that way. Thank you, brothers. Northern Kingdom. Because what happened is we have to be man enough to teach these things. And don't be afraid. If you're in the book, you got nothing to fear. But if you're making some philosophy up that we look up in the sky, we can't see it, and we look in this book, it's not in there either. We don't need that mess. That's right. We need what's real. And that's part of the reason why we have ignorant bodies of people. All right. So continue. Okay.
For it is better to marry than to burn.
Go on.
And unto the married I command.
Read. No, hold it. Notice what he said. He uses the word I command. Right? Now, a person would say, is that part of the law? It is part of the law, but he's given another section to enforce certain things. That's why he said, I command. Now, you'll see why. Read now.
Yeah.
And by the way, it is verified later. But keep going, Doctor.
Yet not I, but the Lord.
But who?
But the Lord.
But who?
But the Lord.
Go on.
Come. Let not the wife depart from her husband.
Come on.
But if she depart, let her remain unmarried.
Come on. Go on.
Or be reconciled to her husband.
Come on.
And let not the husband put away his wife.
Put away his wife. Now, in case, again, sometimes people say, well, where are you getting that from? Quickly jump at verse 6 and read verse 6.
Verse 6. But I speak this by permission.
By what?
By permission.
Come on.
And not of commandment.
See that? So you see where it's coming from. But, by the way, it still stands.
That's right.
Yes, Doctor.
Grace and peace.
Grace and peace.
At the end of that verse 9, we say, not a clause, for it's better to marry than to burn.
Mm-hmm.
That's talking about like like being caught up or burning in your passion or lust, right?
Yes. Because let me tell you why. And I'm going to use words that hopefully I don't lead. You will understand what I'm speaking about. Some men become unclean every 2-3 days when they go to sleep. And you know why they become unclean? Because their body's burning and they need a wife in that respect. And there are women who are like that also, and they need a man to help them out of that situation. They need passion. They need to express. Those things exist. And because it is not taught in the church, we have this mindset that this is dirty. It's unclean. It's not nice. Well, let me see. It was the Lord who created that. So if he created that, then either he's messed up or somebody kind of ruined this, because it didn't come to us by our own nature. It came because it was built in from the beginning. You see that? And so you'll find that that's what happens. Now, some men go on like that for a while, and why? Because their body's built up and it has to go somewhere. And then if they become unclean, they're unclean, by the way, until the evening. Those are the ones that only are unclean until the evening. They're not unclean for 2, 3, 4 days. It's not that type of thing. That's just until the evening. He has to get up, shower, wash his clothes, take the bed linen, clean all of that, and so forth. And he does that because he has to then pray unto the Most High. He can't do that until he's cleaned himself up. You see? So after he's cleaned and showered and washed it and put the things to be washed, because if he doesn't put them to be washed and then he touches it, he's unclean again. So he has to get all that sorted out, and now he's back to normal. Now he can call on the name of the Lord. Make sense, everyone? All right. Yes, sir.
Grace and peace. I thought that was important to point out, because I have been taught in Christianity that's talking about you're going to burn in hell for your fornication. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Wow. That just goes to show you just how unread some of these people are in terms of what they have brought out. Right. So I'm saying double. So.
Khan. Shabbat Shalom. When a wife has chosen to sleep with a woman, is she?
Hold it. Slow that one back up a little bit.
I'm reading as it is written.
Yes, sir. But you know, you have to slow that one up. Go ahead.
Khan. Shabbat Shalom. When a wife has chosen to sleep with a woman.
All right. So now it's now shifted now, because it's a wife who's chosen now to sleep with her own kind. Go on.
Is she defiled the same as if she went to sleep with another man, and is not to be touched again by her husband? That's a good one.
Yeah, it is a good one. But the short answer to that is simply this: she has sinned by way of what is called abomination. Right? That now requires another approach.
That's right.
All right. The act is similar to that with another man. That part is. And all the retributions that go with that comes out at that point. But she has caused an abomination, according to the book of Romans. You see? So that now requires a little bit more. I don't really want to go down that road necessarily, because if I do, it'll take us off where we are. But the short answer to that is that she is completely off. She has to be rebuked, and she has to be also put under certain scrutiny, etc. All right, but maybe down the road I'll touch that area as well. Okay, but the short answer is she is just like that, but with one addition: she has created an abomination. And an abomination is also, the word means sin, but you have stepped out of the realms of the law. Because a man and woman sleeping together or having relation, that is the law. A woman and woman, or a man and man, that is not according to the law. You see? So it's outside of the law, so it has a different judgment. And yes, sir, that has to be faced with that. Khan? All right. Any other questions from anyone else? All right. And yeah, I can't touch it, because if I touch it, I'm going to go down the road. I'm always tempted to go down the road. I don't want to at this point, because we still need to get back to where we were, right? Okay. So let's go back, if you please, to Matthew. Right? I need you to go back to Matthew chapter 19. I need to read 8. Come on down, and we're going to stop at 9.
Yes, sir. The book of Matthew, chapter 19 and verse 8.
All right.
He saith unto them, Moses, because of the hardness of your hearts, suffered you to put away your wives.
See, he suffered that. Meaning, that's not what you're meant to do, but because you're meant to reconcile.
That's right.
All right, but go ahead.
But from the beginning,
go on.
It was not so.
See, go on.
And I say unto you, whosoever shall put away his wife, except it be for fornication.
Except it be for what?
Fornication.
Yeah.
And shall marry another, committeth adultery.
Come on.
And whoso marrieth her, which is put away, doth commit adultery.
Right. Yes. Because she's not his. She, even though she's not performing the marital acts, she still belongs to the man who married her in the first place. You see, that's why he's committed to having to support her, especially if it's he who put her away. See where I'm going with this? Makes sense? All right. And so quickly run to Psalms 119 and 142. Psalms 119, 142.
Yes, sir. The book of Psalms, chapter 119, verse 142.
Let's look at the Lord.
Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness.
So the righteousness of the Most High God, it's an everlasting one. Go on.
And thy law is the truth.
And the Lord is the truth. See? So you do what is right with the law. Everybody got that so far? All right. Hosea chapter 1 and no, it's going to be too long. Go to Deuteronomy chapter 22 and 22.
Yes, sir.
Deuteronomy 22 and 22.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22 and verse 22. It reads, if a man be found lying with a woman married to a husband,
go on,
then they shall both of them die.
Just to say that again.
Then they shall both of them die.
Go on.
Both the man that lay with the woman and the woman, so shalt thou put away evil from Israel.
From Israel. See? Because she's married. She's performing those marital acts with another man, and now she's doing that with another man. I can't use the word stranger, but she's doing it with another man. Are you seeing that? Read on, sir. Let's read about the damsel.
Verse 23. If a damsel that is a virgin betrothed unto a husband.
Now, here's something that, whilst I'm out there, let me just touch this. A woman can still be a virgin, right? And be married. Just giving everybody a minute for it to kind of marinate. She can still be that. If you have challenges with that, all you've got to do is read the story of Isaiah and his wife and their son, Emmanuel, and what they called her. Because they still called her a virgin, even though she'd had children. You see that? So virgin does not always necessarily mean someone who has been untouched. Got that? Speak of Elizabeth as well. Scripture speaks about her. So watch what it says. If a damsel that is a virgin be betrothed or betrothed unto a husband, read on for me.
And the man find her in the city.
Come on.
And lie with her.
Go on.
Then ye shall bring them both out unto the gate of that city.
Come on.
And ye shall stone them with stones.
Go on.
That they die.
Go on.
The damsel, because she cried not.
Now let's explain that. Because if she did not want that to take place, she should be screaming, scratching, kicking, and doing everything else. But because she was wanting, what she did was she laid with him with the hope that she would have done what she was doing and then later marry whomever she's going to marry, and she would have experienced the two. So she's wicked. See that? And Because if she didn't, she would be screaming and everyone would hear. And mom would say, but what if she was in a place where that's not how it works necessarily? Because if a woman is in danger and she screams, what do you think people are going to do? Read on, sir.
Con, being in the city, and
there's your answer.
Con.
And in the city, everybody hears everything in the city. Keep going.
Con, being in the city, and the man, because he hath humbled his daughter, so like he humbled his neighbor's wife.
Come on.
So thou shalt put away evil from among you.
Where?
From among you.
From among you. Read on.
But if a man find a betrothed damsel in the field,
yes,
and the man force her and lie with her,
go on,
then the man only that lay with her shall die.
Shall die. That means she still gets to live because she did not want that to happen. Con? Read on.
But unto the damsel thou shalt do nothing.
Read.
There is in the damsel no sin worthy of death.
See that? Read.
For as when a man rises against his neighbor
go on,
and slayeth him,
go on,
even so is this matter.
Yeah, right. Everybody got that? Read 27. We stop there.
Verse 27. For he found her in the field, and the betrothed damsel cried.
There it is.
And there was none to save her.
See, you got to read 28. I'm sorry.
Son, if a man find a damsel that is a virgin, which is not betrothed, and lay hold on her, and lie with her,
come on,
and they be found, then the man that lied with her shall give her unto the damsel's father,
right,
50 shekels of silver, and she shall be his wife, because he hath humbled her, he may not put her away all his days.
See that? So he can't put her away. Now, it doesn't say that he can't marry again, but he can't put her away. Now, there is another scripture about a man who had 2 wives.
Yes, sir.
One of them, he was with her, but he didn't love her as he loved the second wife. The second one, but what happened was the first wife could produce children. Did I say second? The first wife could produce children. The second wife could not produce children, but the husband loved her more than the woman who produced children. He loved her more, but she was disheartened by that, and she couldn't understand. Why do you love me if I can't do those? He said, I would love you 100 times. It doesn't make any difference because I just love you. And this is why I say, and I've said it, I've been saying this for many years, when a man loves somebody, really loves, there's no change in that. Yeah, I know you love her, but yeah. He truly loves her. And that's the next level love. And the reason why I say that, because that's how Yahushua loves us. No matter how many times we've been messed up, he just loves us. You see? And that right there is different. The men don't necessarily love easy. Men don't love easy. People say, oh yeah, men, they're easy lovers. No, they're not. They're not. They pretend good. Well, I'm letting the cat out of the bag. The brothers don't mind. These brothers are righteous men. So when it comes down, men can pretend, but when a man loves a woman, he loves a woman. He loves that woman.
That's true.
And come hell or high water, he loved that woman. You see? And it's a different type. And that's why women need to understand that when you've got a man who loves you like that, don't mess with him. Don't mess with it. Don't be playing with that dynamite. It'll blow up on you. To love him for who he is and appreciate the fact that the Most High gave you somebody like this. Con? All right. Quickly, let's get back to where we are in Jeremiah now. Did I answer those questions for you at that point? So far? All right. Let's get back now. Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 1. Read, if you please.
Yes, sir. It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 3 and verse 1.
Come on.
It reads thus. They say, if a man put away his wife,
come on,
and she go from him, and become another man,
come on,
shall he return unto her again?
Come on.
Shall not that land be greatly polluted?
Go on.
But thou hast played the harlot.
Read.
With many lovers.
Come on.
Yet return again unto me, saith Yahweh.
Saith Yahweh. Now, to understand this verse here, you've got to go back to chapter 2, and you've got to read verse 7.
Yes, sir.
Chapter 2 and verse 7.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 2 and verse 7. It reads, and I brought you into a plentiful country.
See that? Go on, listen.
To eat the fruit thereof.
Read.
And the goodness thereof.
Come on.
But when ye entered, ye defiled my land.
You defiled it because you took on the spirit of that land by the nature of the people that were there. You weren't meant to do that. You were meant to go in there and clean that land and set the land aright. It's like when you move into a house for the first time, how you make that house yours, you paint it.
That's right.
You paint the inside of the house. What people who lived there before, they painted it, look so nice and all the rest of it. Yeah, but that's their spirit. I want my spirit on the walls. So you paint it because what you do, you cover over the spirit of them that were there before you. Does that make sense, everyone? And so in doing so, even the environment feels better. You see? And it feels fresh, it feels better, it feels like you now. Then read on.
Come. But when ye entered, ye defiled my land.
Go on.
And made mine heritage.
Come on.
An abomination.
So it became an abomination because of the land they entered into. Now there are scriptures to go to let's see, bear with me. No, we can't do that. So what I want you to do is read verse 8.
Verse 8. The priest said not, where is Yahweh? And they that handle the law knew me not.
Come on.
The pastors also transgressed against me.
They did what?
Transgressed against me.
The pastors transgressed against the Lord Most High. Can you see that mess there? Keep going. Remember, the pastors that we're reading here is primarily those who are the shepherds, the ruling class. But keep going.
Come. And the prophets prophesied by Baal.
By who?
By Baal.
Come on.
And walked after things that do not profit.
Now remember, the word Baal means Lord.
That's right.
We don't go with that Lord.
That's right.
The Lord we go with is the word Say it again.
Adawan.
Adawan. Good. And Adawan is the Hebrew word for Lord. And it doesn't have no bearing upon Baal. All right? And so here it says by Baal and walked after the things that do not profit.
That's right.
Do not bring a return. Continue, sir.
Wherefore, I will yet plead with you.
Do what?
Plead with you.
Go on.
Saith Yahweh. And with your children's children will I plead.
All right. Now, to answer that, you've got to go to Micah chapter 6.
Yes, sir.
And verse 2. Let's read.
The book of Micah, chapter 6, verse 2. Hear ye, O mountains, Yahweh's controversy, and ye strong foundations of the earth.
Come on.
For Yahweh hath a controversy with his people.
With his people. We became a controversy with his people. Read.
Come, and he will plead with Israel.
Now, remember, when we read that word plead there, it doesn't mean beg. The root of it means I'm going to charge you. And if I charge you, you are going to have to face the consequence of those charges, right? And the charges could be death. That's why we've already been charged. And therefore, that's why 2/3 of Israel that will be completely destroyed from the face of the earth. 2/3 of it. That's huge. And because people don't really realize it, we are one of the largest nations on the earth right this minute. Do you know that? That's right. You see, the reason why something we're challenged by because we just see America. You're dealing with the whole of South America, the Caribbean, the west coast of Africa, the east coast of Africa. All of the places within Africa where our people still exist. You're speaking about over in the places of Adam Islands, all that section there, where there are people like us, but they're over there and we haven't yet got to them. See? So our people are everywhere. And not only that, some of our people look like Esau. So get Christianity to be, we're just minimum. No. We are huge, but we carry a whole lot of baggage that comes from captivity.
That's right.
All right. So did we finish reading that, by the way?
Verse 2 we did.
But verse 2, we finished with right there?
Yes, sir.
Read verse 3, please.
Yes, sir. Micah chapter 6, verse 3.
Come on.
O my people,
Go on.
what have I done unto thee? And wherein have I worried thee? Testify against me?
Come on. All right, stop there.
Come on.
Let's go back. All right. So let's read where we were reading. And I want to jump down to verse 11.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter, is it 2 and 11?
It's Jeremiah 2 and 11. Yes.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 2, verse 11. Hath a nation changed their gods?
Change their what?
Change their gods.
Go on.
Which are yet no gods.
Which are yet no gods. Come on.
But my people have changed their glory.
Come on.
For that which doth not profit.
Now, this is what we have to be aware of, brothers and sisters. We are not allowed, yet we do. You can't really be Catholic. You can't be Catholic. You can't really be Christian. You can't be Christian. You can't be Episcopalians. You can't be Normans. And if you're in Normanism, then you need a crack on the head because those individuals that they call you black and say your blackness is your sin.
That's right.
So you're in the wrong group right away. And Gladys Knight, you need to quickly shift out of that mess.
That's right.
So these are groups that we have no business being in.
That's right.
All right. Let's see how we're doing. I'm going to have to stop there because we're going to have to take it up again. I'll say we go through that next.
Good.
Yeah, because it is it's loaded. As I said, when we went there, I said, this is going to be a big meal here. So what we will do, we will. Can you make a note of it for next week? Should our lives be spared? Everybody got that? All right. So just to make sure that we're good there, and I think it's going to get a little bit heavy down, and I think we need to lighten it up just a little bit. Everybody got a bit quiet in there. Made me have to pause for a long time for a moment there. All right. Do we have any questions about what we've just dealt with before we move forward? Any questions? Feel free. Any questions at all based on what we've just covered? Anyone? Yeah. Yes, sir.
How should I put it? Okay, so
You do know you're killing my time now.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to, because I was already going over it, but then we kept.
Just say it, man.
Yeah. The steps. Okay, so the putting of the way. Basically, it's not really putting out of the house because you can put her to the other side of the house.
Yeah,
Is there?
Well,
Well, not. I'm saying not leave the house, but obviously you're not going to sleep in the same bedroom. So she would be in another bedroom, kind of.
yeah.
Okay. So the reconciliation, because it's Paul said you can't reconcile with that.
Yes, you can.
The steps
Yeah.
to that reconciliation, if any,
Okay.
are what do we do?
Well, here's the thing. The reasons why sometimes those steps can be made easy is because you will see how she will act. And what you'll find, because she has such contrition about what she has done, she wants to make it right. She knows that she's wrong. So what does she do? She'll continue to make food for you, if you wish her to. And I say wish or trust it. She will wash your clothes. She will make sure that you've got things that are prepared. You do not want for clean articles of your garments. She's going to make sure all those things, because she's trying to bring at rest certain things. See?
Right.
Does that make sense so far? So her actions are, and here's the other thing as well. She will not be opposed to him touching her. You know, you're walking by and you need to put your hand on her shoulder, whatever. She will not be opposed to that, or he will not be opposed to her touching him, because she wants to make it right. Some, on the other hand, don't know how to do it in the beginning because they're ashamed of what they've done. So they try to do everything in secret. They'll wash in secret, they'll cook in secret, and leave notes and all this business. And you'll say, well, how do you know all this, Pastor Thompson? Well, I know it because the group that I was in, was called Pentecostal. And they had what's called Pentecostal divorce. And so they didn't go to the courts. And they didn't get an actual divorce. What they did was they stayed in the same house. They did not sleep in the same room. But she carried out all the womanly things and he carried out all the manly things. All bills were paid, everything was done, all those things was done righteously.
Right.
But they stayed in the same house. Now you'll say, well, how do you know? Because I pastored these people. And the pastor that was there before me, he condoned that. Well, I didn't. And why did I not? Because there was no fornication. It was just attitude. And there had to be an attitude adjustment. So then I had to go in there and literally bring scripture that shows, fix yourself up and stop being stupid. Don't be a child. Be a grown man, be a grown woman. Stop with the foolishness. And I had to keep teaching it and bringing out. And after maybe 5 years,
They finally see being wow.
yes, it took 5 years. These people, now they're aged people, older than me. But he one day came to me, and I'm not mentioning no names, so I'm not breaking any laws. He said, I'd like to fix this, Pastor. How should I do it? I said, are you afraid of the waters? No, sir. I said, are you afraid of boats? No, sir. The book of a long cruise. Because no one's going anywhere when you're on that thing. And he said, yes, I will. And he booked a cruise. They went away. When I came back, I couldn't even believe it was the same people. She was beaming from ear to ear.
Oh, praise.
He now had like a pep in his step. You know, and he, you know, bouncing it, you know, black men have their swagger.
Got that swag.
And he bounced in and holding her hands. And I was like, all right. So knowing me, I kind of made something out of it. Look who we have here! And they were walking down the aisle. I said, all right, whom God puts together, I'm making it a deal. And she was all kind of, you know, when they get all hiding their face and all this business. But bro, I thought I had to look good to see if it was the same woman because she looked young. And the two, you couldn't keep them apart.
That's right.
And they those two bedrooms, one got shut down so quick you wouldn't believe. And the relationship went on to this very day, as far as I know. It's a wonderful thing to see. So again, but I knew, or I understood, I should say, that what I had seen as a child and grew up in the so-called church, I wished that I knew better, and the Lord allowed me to be an instrument to help that situation. And those people are together, and it wasn't just them; it was others, and a whole lot of marriages came back tight. And you wouldn't even believe it was the same thing. I mean, there's another sister, she's with some high heels like this. She's an older woman, but when she's walking, you had click, clock, click, click, click. I thought, oh yeah, I know what's coming there. But she felt reinvigorated. And even her husband used to say, Pastor, I don't know what happened to the last one, but this one, it's the same woman, by the way. It said, heaven sent her to me. I said, heaven sent you the first time. Problem is, you didn't know how to treat what you had from
That's
heaven.
right.
And I taught a lesson called a marriage made in heaven and not in hell. And I had a long lesson I used to teach up and down in the country back then. So that's how all that comes, and that's what I basically have. All right, sir? All right. Any other question before? So, yes, ma'am. Grace and peace.
You had mentioned earlier about cleaving.
Yes.
And I was reading Malachi 2:15 and 16.
Yes. Malachi chapter 2, 16 you said? 15 and 16. Yes, sir.
It's the book of Malachi, chapter 2 and verse 15. And did not he make one, yet had he the residue of the Spirit? And wherefore one, that he might seek a godly seed.
Come on.
Therefore, take heed to your spirit.
Read.
And let none deal treacherously against the wife of his youth.
Come on.
For Yahweh, the power of Israel, saith that he hateth putting away.
Mm-hmm.
For one covereth violence with his garment.
Come on.
Saith the Lord of hosts.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, take heed to your spirit, that ye deal not treacherously.
Come on. And so that's primarily it. That we deal in love and not in treachery. Come on. All right. Anything else? Can I go to the diasporas? Diasporas? All right. Now, how many of you can explain to me what is a diasporas or diasporas, depending on where you are from and how you pronounce it? Or do I need to pick on one? Yes, sir.
The remnant, your people that's been cut off from their original location.
Good. Very good. So when we see that, and we understand that there is a remnant, who are the ones that were cut off from their previous land? Who can tell me who that is? I need to see that everybody knows. Not you, sir, again, because I want to, I know you know, because you would put your hand up if you didn't. I want to test some of the other brothers and sisters. Who can tell me? Who are the ones who were cut off? And yes, sir, you got your hand up? Was that your hand? No? Okay, no, it wasn't him. Sisters? Do I need to pick on you then? Sister Sue, why don't you help me out? He said, Pastor, why you calling on me? Because I like you. Come on, sister. I like you. So you didn't even hear the question. All right. So who then were the people who were cut off and scattered? Who? Israel. There we go. That wasn't hard, was it? What did we become? We became other nations. What nation primarily did we become that the scripture speaks about us in that way? In the diaspora. What nation did we become? Anyone? Yes, sir.
We became part of the Gentile nation.
The Gentile nation, but which one specifically? All right. Remember, we're going all the way back to 70 AD. Ooh. All right, 70 AD, we were cut off, and we became. And even before that, because 70 AD was during a period of the Romans, and remember we were in captivity before that. So who can tell me? Yes, sir. The Greeks. The Greeks. And what were the other group of people that we also became like? What were the other group of people we became like before I get going here? Anyone? Yes, sir.
So we keep in the line between the Roman and the Greek. Then we also became Babylonian.
Yes, we became Babylonian, but we became someone specific that was more, you heard that term of what we became in the New Testament. Yahushua even ran into. Right? So who said that? Who said that? Sumerians.
Yeah, God.
So those are the three primary groups, right? Need you to know that. Right? Which are Sumerians, the Greeks, and the Romans. Which brings it right up to date, because that's pretty much in order. Now, did we become Babylonian? Yes, we became Babylonians. But the reasons why we don't necessarily use the Babylonian period is because the Most High used that captivity on our behalf. Also, he used Darius on our behalf. So then we know that there were other groups. So we became Gentilian. We became Gentiles. Right? Gentiles, we know, simply means what? Nations, right? And then we have Sluggy. Sluggy. Gentile means what? No. Which group do we call heathen? I've given you the answer, but which group do we call heathen? Because we know what goim means nations, right? And why do we know that? Because the easy way that I always remember is this. And going all the way back to Abraham, the scriptures in the original, right, it said, and I will make you a great goyim. Right? That was Abraham. Right? And that means nation. The word goyim, all right, or goy means nation. One means individual, one means group. So if one means nation, so what then does Gentile mean? I just told you. I actually said it and I told you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Basically, because Gentile is when you're
No, just one word.
okay.
Just one word. We dealt with nations, Goyim, Goya, right? That's nation. So what is Gentile? Begins with an H. E. Yes, sir. Heathen. Remember that, please. Heathen. Everybody got that? That's what it means. So why is that so important? Because when you read the scriptures, you see everything differently then. Because you recognize what the terms mean. Right? A Gentile is a what? Heathen. And a Goyim is what? Nation. Everybody's good there. Right. Now, remember, we dealt with the fact that we were dispersed.
That's right.
And we were kicked out.
That's right.
And the Most High did that on purpose, right? Now, the scriptures use the term dispersion. So do me a favor, just write the word dispersion down. Just write that word down. And we were called heathen in the dispersion. Let's quickly go. Deuteronomy, sir.
Yes, sir.
Chapter 30. And we're going to read from 4 to 5.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30 and verse 4. If any of thine be driven out unto the outmost parts of heaven.
Read that again for me, please.
Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 4.
Read.
If any of thine be driven out unto the outmost parts of heaven.
Read.
From thence will Yahweh thy power gather thee.
Go on.
And from thence will he fetch thee.
Come on.
And Yahweh thy power will bring thee into the land which thy fathers possessed.
Read.
And thou shalt possess it, and he will do thee good.
Do us what?
He will do thee good.
Read.
And multiply thee above thy fathers.
Above the fathers. Does that make sense so far? Right? Now what I need you to do, I need you to do this. I want you to go to Isaiah chapter 11 and 11.
Yes, sir.
All right? And that's the precept for those two verses there. All right? Stay with me, right? Isaiah 11, 11.
Yes, sir. The book of Isaiah, chapter 11 and verse 11.
All right, let's go.
And it shall come to pass in that day.
In what day?
In that day.
Go on.
That the Lord shall set his hand again.
What?
Shall set his hand again.
Come on.
The second time.
Read.
To recover the remnant of his people.
See? That's us. The second time is going to recover us again. Now watch what it says. You've got to follow this carefully. Read, sir.
Which shall be left from Assyria.
Notice now. It's going to tell us all of the places where we are scattered to. Read.
And from Egypt.
Come on.
And from Pathros.
Come on.
And from Cush.
Read.
And from Elam.
Elam.
And from Shinar.
Come on.
And from Hamath.
Come on.
And from the islands of the sea.
So all the islands where we have been dispersed from, the islands along the west and east coast of Africa, the islands of the Caribbean, of the Americas, every island where we've been scattered to, he tells us clearly here, is going to come and get us.
That's right.
Read.
And he shall set up an ensign.
Come on.
For the nation.
For the nation. Come on.
And shall assemble the outcasts of Israel.
That's us. Now, here's what you've got remember what I said? All of this is not separated. It is all together. Now, when we study the story of the sheep that was lost and the shepherd, That right there, notice, one shepherd going out to find one sheep. Right? That's a symbolism. Now, what I want you to understand, a lot of the time people think, oh, well, that's him coming to die for us and blah, blah. No. That's not death. That's him coming to get the lost. When Yahweh return, brothers and sisters, it will be a time like no other.
That's right.
Because the world will see him in the sky. My God.
That's right.
And by the way, he won't even, the scripture, we get a notation from when the disciples were there and they were looking up and the angels said, why stand ye gazing up at heaven? And he said, this same Yahweh that you see going up will come back in like manner. Meaning, the chariot that took him up, chariot's going to bring him back. And this time, he'll be the one stepping off of that chariot and stepping into the air, and everyone will behold him. Who is he? It's good. And the reason why I take great pride in always saying that, because it makes me feel good. That the real Superman is going to be seen. Because they always got all their superheroes is white. I know I just lost a lot of you there because you watch them because you don't need to bring color into it. Yes, I do, because they have. If they didn't change his color, I wouldn't have to. But they did, and I'm not afraid to say it. You made yourself white and you made us black, and there is no such country as black. None. So when you turn around and say, oh, well, you black people. No, we're not black. You called us that. But I'll save it up for a minute. We'll come back to that. But read, if you please, Deuteronomy. Did we finish here, sir?
No, sir.
All right, please continue, Doctor.
Isaiah chapter 11, verse 12, middle clause. And gather together the dispersed of Judah.
Come on.
From the four corners.
From where?
From the four corners.
Beautiful. Why? The four corners connotes the fact that we are everywhere across the face of the earth. That's what it's connoting right there. And if we were to go, if you please, did you finish it, sir?
No, sir.
Finish it for me, please.
From the four corners of the earth.
Now, let's go to Ezekiel chapter 39 and 28, please. Ezekiel chapter 39 and verse 28. Go ahead.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 39, verse 28.
Come on.
Then shall they know that I am Yahweh, their God.
See? Go on.
Which causes them to be led into captivity.
Read.
Among the heathen.
Among the heathen. Among the Gentiles.
That's right.
Heathen means Gentiles. Khan. And then it says what, sir?
But I have gathered them.
Come on.
Unto their own land.
Unto their own land. Go on.
And have left none of them any more there.
None of them anymore there. Everybody got that? So from here we're going to go to Jeremiah 31 and 10. Jeremiah 31.
Yes, sir.
And 10, if you please.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 31 and verse 10. Hear the word of Yahweh, O ye nations.
O ye goyim. Read.
And declare it in the isles afar off.
See that? Go on.
And say, he that scattered Israel.
Read.
Will gather them. So like he will gather him.
Go on.
And keep him as a shepherd doth his flock.
Now you've seen how the good shepherd has been into it.
That's right.
That's what when we read that Good Shepherd, we read it, we think it's just going out to find one. And the Christian church said, he went out to find this one. No, it has nothing to do with that. It has to do with him coming back and going to get all of Israel who are lost. All the ones who are lost. Yes,
Grace and peace.
Grace and peace.
And I find it interesting that the word him right there is used. It's not I will gather them. I will gather him. You made reference about the shepherd going to find that one lost sheep.
And then he says, his what?
His flock.
His flock. You see? Doctor. So the scripture is making it very, very clear to us, right? And we understand that to some degree. Yes? All right. Now we're going to get a little bit heavier. We'll see. Well, because I look at you every now and then. If it looks like your face is sunken in, then I will pull back. All right? All right, let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 28. Deuteronomy chapter 28.
Yes, sir.
All right. 28. And we're going to read verse 63. 63, sir.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 63.
Come on.
And it shall come to pass,
yes,
that as Yahweh rejoiced over you, to do you good and to multiply you,
yes,
so Yahweh will rejoice over you to destroy you, and to bring you to naught, and ye shall be plucked from off the land, whether thou goest to possess it.
To possess it. 64.
64. And Yahweh shall scatter thee among all people.
Among all people. Now, if he didn't scatter us among all people, then he would be a liar.
That's right.
All people means that every nation where there is people, we're going to be among them. And some of us will be so indoctrinated, we won't even see ourselves. We'll be like how we were here in the Americas and in the Caribbean. So what are you? I'm Jamaican. Like that means anything. I'm Trinidadian. We have our own island. Yeah. Oh, we Cubans. We Cuba. And by the way, that's a Hebrew word. We Cuba. Yeah, we got our own place. And here's the ignorance of it, and I have to touch this. Because it's a rebuke. It's a rebuke on all Caribbeans, and it's a rebuke on all who live outside of the Americas. To boast on the fact that you're in these little small islands. Like that means anything. The Most High picked you to live on a continent where you would be lords. And you getting all frowsy, cocky about being on an island. Behave yourself. And then you got the nerve to say, oh, well, we're not like the American Negroes. We got our own. You then don't know your history. Because whom you call Americans were here long before the so-called slave trade. Long before. They were called Northern Kingdom. They were here. And therefore, all that was going on at that time was them waiting for the rejoinness of the Southern Kingdom to come.
That's right.
And to meet them on one plane. That's what all that was about. So when you misbehave and you run your mouth and you start talking about, oh, well, we had our own land, we had our own country. You didn't have nothing. You're bought there as slaves. It wasn't yours to begin with. And then after they're done with you, they left you there.
That's right.
They didn't teach you how to run nothing.
That's facts.
So get that mess out of your head. We're not those people. We have our own land. It was called the Promised Land, where Canaan is our land. So don't get it twisted. And then when you, so it says a little bit of Canaan. Again, you don't know the scriptures. Because again, if you look at the promise and the blessings of Israel, it's going to cover a great deal of Saudi Arabia, and part of it covers also into the Egyptian land. So when you think about it, where we're going to occupy, it's going to be huge. Because the borders go all the way back to even Turkey. And the reason why I'm going to, drum that point home, because I don't like emails of boasting. Don't send them. We're not those people. We are the same people. This is how we operate. We're together. Because otherwise we'll start doing that nonsense like some of the camps are starting to talk about who the biggest camp. But quit that mess. We're the same people. I'm happy when in your victories. And you should be happy in my victory. Not boasting who is and who isn't. Quit that mess. And so when we see that, the scripture tells us, read again, sir.
The book of Deuteronomy.
Verse 64.
Come. Chapter 28, verse 64. And Yahweh shall scatter thee among all people.
Come on.
From the one end of the earth, even unto the other.
Read, sir.
And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known.
Read.
Even wood and stone.
Wood and stone. And if you check what we just read there, and jump back to verse 62, same chapter, read what it says.
Verse 62, and ye shall be left few in number.
Read.
Whereas ye were as the stars of heaven.
Come on.
For multitude, because thou wouldest not obey the voice of Yahweh thy God.
Come on. See that? So even he set this thing up long before we even existed. He put everything together, all of the roles together. We're just enacting it out.
That's right.
Quick, let's go to Ezekiel chapter 36. Ezekiel chapter 36.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to begin reading in verse 16. Got a bit of a read there.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 36, verse 16. It reads, Moreover, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man,
yes,
when the house of Israel dwelt in their own land,
read,
they defiled it by their own way.
See, go on.
And by their doings, their way was before me as the uncleanness of a removed woman.
See that? Read on.
Come. Wherefore, I poured my fury upon them for the blood that they had shed upon the land, and for their idols wherewith they had polluted it. And I scattered them among the heathen.
See that? So we are scattered among the heathens. Read.
Come. And they were and they were dispersed through their countries, according to their way, according to their doings, I judged them.
I judged them. Now remember, the verse here you're reading is tied to it, the history of 1492 and 1619. Now what you got to understand, during this period, by the way, when this was happening, blacks, so-called blacks, were still ruling in Europe. Yeah, we were still ruling in Europe. So how did they get away with that? That's another story for another day. But if my memory serves me, we were operating from I think it was 167 all the way through to 1492. Woo, bruh. And in fact, I just wanted to read verse 20 because I want to show you something there. Go
yes,
ahead.
sir. The book of Ezekiel, chapter 36, verse 20. And when they entered unto the heathen,
read,
whether they went, they profaned my holy name.
They profaned his holy name.
When they said to them, these are the people of Yahweh, and are gone forth out of his land.
And the law that we profaned was the third law. That verse is speaking about the third law. Who could tell me what the third law? He's saying, Pastor, I didn't think you were going to start going down that road. Yes, I am. We're here to learn. Yes, sir.
Please, do not take the word of the Lord in vain. Don't take the name of the Lord. Name in vain.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
All right, you give me the scripture.
The scripture is, go down to 20. Well,
Oh, you got it.
I was going to. It's missing. No, right.
Yeah, help him out.
Because you know it. It's Exodus chapter 20.
Yeah,
that's what I said. Verse 7.
All right, let's go.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 7.
All right.
Thou shalt not take the name of Yahweh thy God in vain.
Come on.
For Yahweh will not hold him guiltless.
Will what?
Will not hold him guiltless.
Come on.
That taketh his name in vain.
Right. Everybody got that? So what you should do is you should write a note on verse 20 that this is dealing with the third law. Yes, sir.
I have some publication for you on the screen.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Yes, sir. There you go. And by the way, you will notice it said black kings and queens ruled parts of Europe for almost 700 years. Now you'll notice, see that 700 years? It started up at 1,000 years. It went from 1,000 to 8. And gone from 8 now to 7. You see, the thing is what you got to remember, we have the books now.
Boom.
Yeah, we have the books now. Yes, indeed we do. That's one of my favorite books. We have the books now, right? And there are things pertaining to that book that about the leadership that it's loaded, and see, this is why we are seeing such a spectacle of the so-called royal families of Europe, all wrapped up in the Epstein files, because they were all devils, all of them, all devils. We'll hit that up in just a moment. And let's move on, shall we? I want you to go with me to Zechariah. Zechariah, chapter 7. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask your question. So pertaining to what we're dealing with. Zechariah chapter 7, we're going to begin at verse 8.
Yes, sir. The book of Zechariah, chapter 7 and verse 8. It reads thus. And the word of Yahweh came unto Zechariah.
Unto who?
Unto Zechariah, saying, Thus speaketh Yahweh of hosts, saying, Execute true judgment, and show mercy and compassions every man to his brother. And oppress not the widow, nor the fatherless, the stranger, nor the poor, and let none of you imagine evil against his brother in your hearts. But they refused to hearken, and pulled away the shoulder, and stopped their ears, that they should not hear.
Come on.
Yea, they made their hearts as an adamant stone, lest they should hear the law and the words which Yahweh of hosts have sent in his spirit by the former prophets. Therefore came a great wrath from Yahweh of hosts. Therefore it is come to pass that as he cried, and they would not hear, so they cried, and I would not hear, saith the Lord of hosts.
Come on.
But I scattered them.
He did what?
But I scattered them. It with a whirlwind among all the nations.
Now, when he uses the word whirlwind, it means that he did it quickly over a set period. It looked like it was so quick that it looked like we were lost in a storm because we had no time to even settle. Because as soon as he dropped us wherever he did, he had us moving again.
That's right.
And what did he do? Remember, they don't teach us in the history because America is an unjust country, and it lies like its president, the Orange Man.
That's right.
When it comes down to our people, we did not begin to be people when we came to America. We were a nation before we came.
That's right.
The challenge that America has is that they, in all of the schools, they have never taught the fact that before slaves came, they were the architects of the world. They were the mathematicians of the world. They were the medical designers and leaders of the world. They never taught any of that. And yet in slavery, our people still had the gumption to create some of the surgical tools that's used today in so-called modern surgery.
That's right.
We did it in slavery.
That's right.
So what am I trying to show you? The glory that the Most High had on us. He took off some, but he didn't take it all away.
Come on.
And he's just waiting for the time that we become a great victorious nation. That's yet to come. But notice this. The enemy is so despicable. He wanted to change how you saw how the world sees us. Now remember, we are considered to be Shemites, right? Everybody agree with that? And but you will notice he calls himself Semites. Make a note of that, please. Make a note of the word Shemite. S-H. Let's break it down for you. S-H-E. M-I-T-E. This represents Israel. Just got to get ahead of the game a little bit. I know folks try to, but that is what you see in the scriptures. Show me the scripture where that is written. Let's make that an easy little course for us. Where is that written? S-H-E-M-I-T-E, Shemite. Now remember, he has tried to play us. And that word is only congruent to those that are black. There's also scriptures that have that. You can just jump all the way back to Genesis and start coming from there, especially chapter 10. I'm going to move on up. It's not hard, brothers. Shemite represents Israelite, the original Hebrews who are black. All right.
10 and 1.
When you're ready, Doc.
The book of Genesis, chapter 10 and verse 1. Now these are the generations of the sons of Noah.
Who?
Of Noah.
Come on.
Shem, Ham.
See that? How is it spelled there, Doctor?
S-H-E-M.
Right? That is always us.
Con.
Now remember, write this down as well. just for your notes so that you can. Abraham is the father of the Emetic black Hebrews. Why? Because in our language, because of where we have traveled, the nations copied much of our language. That's why there are 300 dialects of Hebrew. They are offsprings of Aramaic. So, who were the group that you were speaking about, preacher? They're called the Hasidics. Hasidic. Now, in Genesis chapter 13 and 14.
Yes, sir. The book of Genesis, chapter 13 and verse 14.
All right. Just give everyone an opportunity to get there. Page is still turning. Go ahead, sir.
It reads thus. And Yahweh said unto Abram, after that Lot was separated from him, lift up now thine eyes, and look from the place where thou art northward, and southward, and eastward, and westward.
Now, who can tell me what's going on here? Anyone? All right, let's read on again. Go on.
Verse 15. Come. For all the land which thou seest, to thee will I give it.
Read on.
And to thy seed forever.
Go on.
And I will make thy seed as the dust of the earth.
Go on.
So that if a man can number the dust of the earth,
read.
Then shall thy seed also be numbered.
See, go on.
Arise, walk through the land in the length of it,
go on,
and in the breadth of it, for I will give it unto thee.
Because you see, when Abraham left, a lot of people don't understand that his walking across from where he was, Ur of the Chaldees, he was pacing out the land that we should own. And notice, he walked him all the way from Ur of the Chaldees, which then Kiliko was onto Turkey, coming all the way down right till we get into Canaan, and from Canaan even into Egypt.
That's right.
And remember, some of our people went also into Saudi Arabia. The land that has been set up for brothers, sisters, it is so huge. It makes America look simple.
That's right.
That's why they don't like this being taught in this way, because no one can't be bigger than us. Those Negroes can't be bigger than us. Well, we already know that they don't like it, because remember, they've got the maps upside down.
That's right.
Because the maps are meant to be crowns. All of the points are meant to be crowns. But they won't teach it that way. And then notice what they do. When they put American, they blow America up big. So it looks like it's bigger than ever. And it isn't. It's small. But again, they're trying to psychologically warfare with us. So the scripture makes it very clear. It said, arise, walk through the land to its length of it, and in the breadth of it, for I will give it unto thee.
That's right.
And after he done walk, guess what the children of Israel did? They had to walk. Now all of the seed walked through the land.
That's right.
And some of them, when they were walking, they were with children. Meaning even on if we put it that way, on a spiritual level, the seed that was not here yet walked through the land in the loins of their mother.
That's right.
The Most High God didn't keep none of us from this. He let us get a taste, even if we were carried.
That's right.
And then when we get to 18, it said,
Then Abram removed his tent and came and dwelt in the plain of Mamre, which is in Hebron, and built there an altar unto Yahweh.
Unto the Most High God. And the altar was staking his claim. Everybody got that so far?
That's right.
Good. Now, what I want you to do, again, just so that you are clear, just write this down because you won't remember it. When I wrote it down, I had to make sure that, and then I forgot it. Then I had to quickly sort of sit down for an hour and get this brain working again. Every Hebrew is of Abraham. Every Hebrew is of Abraham. But not every Hebrew is Israel. Now that's going to confuse a lot of folk out there.
That's right.
Now, what I also want you to understand is this. Because they knew they couldn't take the word Israelite, they made themselves Israeli. And because they realized they couldn't make themselves Shemites, they made themselves Semites. Hence the spelling Semite.
Right.
Make a note of that. Let me give you a minute because I need to give you some more qualifications for that.
Just remix.
And the man who created that was a Ashkenazi,
Of course.
called himself Jew, of course, and he was a German philosopher. And his name was Dr. Augustus.
Dr. Augustus.
Ludwig.
You said Ludwig?
Ludwig, as in Ludwick. You got it? I heard somebody say it.
I said, no, I just said it.
No, I heard one of the sisters say it.
That's right. I heard.
So you got it there. All right, so what's his last name?
I don't know, I just know.
All right, that's right, in German, yes. Let me spell it for you. SCHLESCHER.
One more time, please.
Ludwig van Schlossner. Now, he operated during the mid 1800s. That's when he put that together. Because part of the plan was to have something in place that would tie in with the Belfort Agreement of 1948. And all of this, by the way, can be found on the internet. Should anyone want to create a fuss and say, no, that doesn't exist, it does. So there's a difference between them because we are Shemites. They are Semites. So we can't be anti-Shemites because our spelling is not the same as you. And that's the difference there. Come on. All right. So any questions so far before I yes, sir. Go ahead.
My question actually comes back from Zechariah.
Zechariah, yes, sir.
We were at Zechariah 7 with verse 10. The stranger mentioned here. Is this stranger?
Zechariah 7. Let's read it again.
The book of Zechariah, chapter 7 and verse 10.
Yes.
And oppress not the widow, nor the fatherless, the stranger, nor the poor, and let none of you imagine evil against his brother in your heart.
Come on.
But they refused to hearken, and pulled away the shoulder, and stopped their ears, that they should not hear.
Read.
Come. Yea, they made their hearts as an adamant stone, lest they should hear the law and the words which Yahweh of hosts have sent in his spirit by the former prophets.
Yes.
Therefore came a great wrath from Yahweh of hosts.
Read.
Therefore it is come to pass that as he cried, they would not hear. So they cried, and I would not hear, saith Yahweh of hosts.
Right. All right. And your question is, sir?
The stranger in verse 10. This stranger, these are our brothers?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Because you see, it said that they were fatherless. Meaning we had relationships with these women, but because of the law, we could not stay with them.
God.
And so when we had to remove ourselves from them, they became fatherless, even though they were of us.
God.
Captain first.
Yes, sir. Please. 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 1. 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 1. Peter, an apostle of Yahushua HaMashiach, to the strangers, to the strangers, scattered throughout Pontus, Galatia, Cappadocia, Asia, Bithynia, elect, according to the
Notice what it said. They are elect. Go ahead, son.
Elect, according to the foreknowledge of Yahweh, the Father, through sanctification of the Spirit.
Of what?
Of the Spirit.
Of the Spirit.
Unto obedience.
Come on.
And sprinkling of the blood of Yahushua HaMashiach.
Come on.
Grace unto you, and peace be multiplied.
Peace be multiplied. Yes, sir.
Grace and peace.
Grace and peace, sir.
Is still being a stranger be considered like when we get out the camp with the other people, other brothers and sisters still in Christianity and
yeah. All of our brethren are pretty much in Christianity. Most of our brethren, they're in Christianity.
Could they be considered like a
they're strangers. Because they're strangers what to? The law. We keep the law. They say they serve God, but they don't keep the law. Doesn't work that way. You have to keep the law first. Because if you don't keep the law, then if you say that, oh, I keep the law and the no, but you still worship on Sunday. So no matter what you say, you can't be us. You see? Because Sunday, it is sun worship. Whether we like it or not, and I know it offends some of our people, but it is sun worship.
That's right.
And we don't sun worship. You may as well come out of your house on a Monday morning and look at the sun and say, praise be to the sun. It's the law. That's what the scripture says. The law of the Lord is
perfect.
It's complete, making wise the simple. You see, we are made wise because, and we're the simple ones, but he's made us wiser than them. And let me show you something. In the same book where you are, sir, is it Zechariah?
Zechariah 7, sir?
Yeah, I want you to, Zechariah chapter 8. I want you to jump down, if you please, and read verse 7.
Yes, sir. The book of Zechariah, chapter 8 and verse 7. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts.
Come on.
Behold, I will save my people.
See? Now watch this. He says he's going to save his people, but how is he going to save his people? Read.
From the east country.
From the east country. East country here is Africa. Africa. Read.
Come. From the east country. And from the west country.
And from the what?
And from the west country.
From the west country here is dealing with the USA. Got that? And so this is how we know. So it's not just the USA, but also Europe. Because Europe is west. So these are the groups that it says that is going to save. Thus said the Lord of hosts, behold, I will save my people from the east country and from the west country, and I will bring them, and they shall dwell in the midst of Jerusalem.
That's right.
Read on, Doctor.
Come, and they shall be my people.
Come on.
And I will be their God.
Come on.
In truth and in righteousness.
See that? That ties into Galatians chapter 4 and 26. But let's go there. Let's go.
The book of Galatians, chapter 4 and verse 26. It reads thus. But Jerusalem, which is above, is free.
See? It even tells us the location is what?
Is free.
Come on.
Which is the mother of us all.
The mother of us all. Make sense of one so far? All right. Now, sir, I would like to read some excerpts from this, if you please. Yes, sir. You're good, Doctor? All right. Thank you. Now, that page and then the rest are marked. So we're going to do quite a bit of reading and so on. Just name the book, sir, so everyone understands what book you're reading from.
Con. This is the book Chosen People from the Caucasus.
Yes, indeed.
By Michael Bradley. Highlighted or underlined, red, and highlighted?
Yes, sir. The highlighted is just what I use for more impact, but from the red all the way down.
Con. Again, Chosen People from the Caucasus by Michael Bradley. Page 17, it reads, Jews had immense influence in the expansion of Europe that began in 1492 and culminating in world domination. For conversos, Jews had supposedly and voluntarily converted to Roman Catholicism. Put up most of the money to finance the first voyage of Christopher Columbus.
There it is.
In the early days of the conquest of the Americas.
See that? So, usually when you read that, one doesn't fully understand that the Jews are speaking about are the converts. These Ashkenazis. That's why the book is called, name it again.
Chosen People.
Chosen people
from the Caucasus.
They're from the Caucasus Mountains of Georgia, Russia. They're cave dwellers. And just so that I'm clear, how many phenotypes of people are there? I'm going to do it because I know you're going to forget. I need you to remember. How many? There are 4. What are they? What are the 4 phenotypes? What are the 4 phenotypes? You got it for my sister? Go ahead. Don't look at your notes though. Say again? Neanderthal, that's one of them. The Negroid, that's 2. That's 2 more. No, I'm not going to let you look at your notes. No, but you've done excellently. Right? Because you gave us what? You gave us Neanderthal. You gave us, who did you give? Negroids. And you gave us, what was the third one you gave us? Caucasoids. And what was the last one? Begins with a D. All right, you've done good. Let's get one of the other brothers to help you out. You've done excellent, by the way. And see, when I told you to look at your notes, you go, what? I need to go to my notes. But you did good. Who is the last one? Begins with a D. Have you got that? What's this? Since you started, why don't you finish? You look at your notes with that one. You're welcome. Yes. Say it again. Denisovan, yes. Very good. Very good. Those are the 4 phenotypes that exist in the earth right this very minute. There's no other. All right? Yes, sir.
So what is a mongoloid?
A mongoloid is a mixture. That's why, let's say, for instance, you've got a dog that's called a Mongol. It's because it's mixed with other dogs. It's not true to its breed. It's if you have a German Shepherd, the German Shepherd should only mate with German Shepherds. Because if he mates with others, then he's a mixture of that dog group and his dog group. So what is a Mongoloid? A Mongoloid is a nation of people who mix with everybody.
That's right.
You see? Right. All right. Any other? And by the way, a Mongoloid is not a phenotype. Just a mix. All right. Anyone else? Good. Continue to read the cap.
Yes, sir. The book, The Chosen People from the Caucasus, page 17. It reads, in the early days of the conquest of the Americas,
yes,
from 1494 to about 1550, Jews were a numerous minority.
See that? Go on.
If not an actual majority of the so-called Spanish colonists that settled in the New World.
All right. Now let me explain this to you so that you understand. The Jews, what they did was, the Ashkenazi Jews pushed with the Pope to make so-called original Jews become Catholics.
That's right.
The first thing they wanted to do was to rebaptize them.
That's right.
If they rebaptized us, what they were doing then, they were making us sign off from who we were and become them. The so-called Ashkenazi Jews weren't being rebaptized. They just wanted to make sure that the so-called blacks don't call themselves Jews anymore.
That's right.
So that's how that mixture and that confusion started to fall into the whole scheme of things. Now watch this also. When they did that, they also made it mandatory. If the black Jews did not take Catholicism, then they should be burned at the stake. Now, why was that so important to the Ashkenazi, the Caucasoid so-called Jews? Was because The less of us that's around, the more of them takes our position. So you've got to remember it like that, okay? What they called the Spanish Inquisition was about black people being converted from their Jewishness into Catholicism. That's what it was about. So don't let anyone fool you and say, there was this witchcraft. No. They were trying to take our place, and the best way to do it was to have a church back them, rule us out, and rule them in. Continue, Doctor.
Many of the conquistadors were Jewish.
See that?
Last night.
Many of the conquistadors were Jewish. That's why when you get our Negro people turn around and say, well, I'm mixed with Spanish. You fool! You mixed up with the enemy? You're a foolish man. Read some.
Many of the conquistadors were Jewish, and as such, took part in the most brutal episode of genocide and extermination the world has ever witnessed. Within a century of 1492, the Native American civilizations had been destroyed and the population decimated.
Now let's explain that. The so-called Native Americans were originally what they call the Mayans. They were originally the Incas. See? And they were also originally Aztecs. The one thing about our people, that we were dark-skinned people.
That's right.
All of the literary works and paintings that was done of the natives of the South Americans, they all look black.
That's right.
And what did they do? They didn't like that.
That's right.
And it was their job to try and change the image. That's why when they first came, they painted us black. When they came back the second time, which was nearly 100 years or more later, when they came back, they started to paint us looking lighter skinned. And what they also did was they made it their job to take some of our people that were black skinned in the South America back to the European section. Now you'll say, well, what was the point in that? Well, the main point of that was the fulfillment of history. The prophecy was that we would be transatlantically shifted. And if they did take back a great deal of our people that was in South America back to Europe, that prophecy would not have been fulfilled.
That's right.
Because the prophecy was that they would be taken back to Europe as slaves. See that? And so that was fulfilled by their actions. Read on, sir.
Yes, sir. Let it read. The Native American civilizations had been destroyed and the population decimated by enslavement, starvation, and disease.
Read.
When Native American labor grew scarce because of genocide, Africans were forced into the New World tropics.
All right, now that part that they gave us and they've written about is not 100% true. Because first of all, you must remember that black people were already here in America. We've got people that's in this room now, in this hall here, that are the origin bloodline of the Americas, right here. And those bloodlines, they are the ones that were the ancestors of going all the way back beyond what they called as Aztec and all of that.
That's right.
Our people were here first. That's why you've got to get your brain out of the cobwebs. When a so-called Caucasoid comes to you and says, why don't you go back to where you came from then? You want to say to them, I am where I came from, and you all aren't the people who should be here in the first place.
That's right.
You're invaders, you're interlopers. We need to begin to speak up. But what do? We let them wash us with that, and we stay there opening our mouths and no words are coming out.
That's true.
The words that should be coming out is this: we are in our own country. And the ones who are coming that you brought over as slaves, they are our brothers. You see, you got to talk it like that, because the Lord didn't allow odds to meet odds. He allowed family to meet family. That's why when they brought over the slaves, those slaves were our ancestral brethren. Do we understand that?
Yes, sir.
Read on, sir.
Africans were forced into the New World tropics.
Come on.
To slave in the mines.
Read.
And on plantations.
Read.
It has been estimated, liably, that between 10 and 15 million Africans and American Indians perished in slavery.
Now, the reason for that, who can tell me what that was for? Because there's a whole part of American history that's never taught. Does any of you know that other part? Well, if you give me one, I'll tell you yes or no.
Devil's Punch Bowl in Mississippi after slavery.
So say that again?
The Devil's Punch Bowl in Mississippi after slavery.
Yes.
Concentration camps.
Yeah, but the where I want to go is way before all of that. You see, there was a war that was going on in this country long before a lot of things were going on. And why is that? Because you got to understand that we accept the fact that they keep telling us that we were savages here. We weren't savages here. Our people had buildings.
That's right.
True. Our people had technology that was here.
That's right.
You know, this was long before. But remember, there was a fight. Let me see if I can find that history and give it to you. If I can. If I can't, then I'll save it for another period. But you got to remember this: that many of our people lived in America and built up buildings. They had cities here, and they will never teach you this. They will never teach you that part of the ownership of the Americas was by the Moroccans. They won't teach. And by the way, these are not mere ramblings. These are factual. You see, and why is it so important? Because if you don't know that, you won't understand that they were fighting over America long time. And it wasn't just one nation. Up in the Canadas, they were, you must be talking about the Civil War then. No, before all that. The Civil War, that was all part of the guys. Captain, you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to bring a couple of these books. And these are books printed by your people. Caucasoids, your people, Caucasoids. I'm going to bring it in, and you're going to, when you read it, I think you'll be astounded. But they can't bring it out, because if they let that information become well known, then there has to be reparation.
That's right.
They're going to be forced to do it. America can't afford it.
That's right.
And the other thing you've got to understand is as well, that the so-called Semites, they've been bleeding America of all its money for the last 100 years.
That's right. That's right.
And why do we know this to be true? America's been gone a long time. America is a third world country. If you look at where Japan is, where you look at where Hong Kong is, Singapore, you look at Saudi Arabia, you look at Nigeria, you look at how the cities of the other nations of the world, they look like they're in the future.
That's right.
America looks like a grotto. That's why when I hear people, but especially America, about the greatest country. No, you're not. No, you're not. Not the greatest. Greatest what? Dump.
Con.
But you're definitely not one of the greatest countries of the world. And you know, and the reason why I thank the Most High for this is because once upon a time, even our own people who are now in the truth, they would have been backing up America. Like, we're still for America. No, America?
Yeah, no.
The people who didn't do nothing for you, you backing that mess up? But we now realize everything is a lie in this country. Everything is a lie. And that's why you have to find the books, and they can't by law destroy the books. Why do you think they have to reveal the books about JFK and all of those? And now they're showing in the books where what's that one, Johnson? What was his name, Johnson? Yeah, Johnson. LBJ, who on the telephone calls that he had calling us monkeys. LBJ calling us monkeys, and then you have the other one, the Reagan. I know what I want to say, Doctor. Don't put nothing in my head. Then you have Reagan, who said we're lucky that we can now wear shoes. And then you get Americans say, well, I really did love Reagan. There's nothing about a white man for us to love.
That's right.
We love the fact that our Father is coming to release us from this mess.
That's right.
And bring us back to our home. So how much more you got to read on that before? I want you to go one more before we close.
I got 5 lines.
All right, go 5 lines, and then there's one other page I want you to hit. Go ahead, sir.
It has been estimated.
Excuse me, did you have your hand up, man? Yes, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Grace and peace.
Grace and peace, man.
Before you try to put them cockles out on us and talk about they your people, they came from your country first.
They came from whose country? I seem to have lost this conversation. I came from. Hold up a moment there, Lassie. First of all,
I don't know, but it come from across the pond.
so you're saying that I'm from across the pond? You have the unmitigated goal to say I'm from across the pond.
I can't do it now.
No, you bold enough to say I'm from across the pond. Have you lost your mind? Have you seen what I look like? Do I look Caucasoid to you? Huh?
You said the Caucasoid was our people, was written by our people, the ones from over here, and I'm like,
I don't think you know what to say at this point.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead, Kevin.
It has been estimated reliably that between 10 and 15 million Africans.
Say it again, sir.
10 to 15 million Africans and American Indians perished in slavery between 1494.
Between what's up?
1494.
Go on.
And 1865.
And 1865. You see that? All right. Let's close out. Yes, go ahead.
That number,
Yes, ma'am.
the slaves that perished,
Yes.
seems to be dwindling.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it always will, because remember, they have the printing houses, they have the right to edit the information, and remember, the number is far beyond the scope of even our conception. Far beyond. Because remember, what most of us don't understand. Did you have your hand up, Cap? Cap? Did you have your hand up?
Yes, sir.
All right, just one moment then. What I want you to bear in mind, the business of slavery was also based on insurance. Lloyd of London, and even Barclays.
Yep.
These are Ashkenazi banks that have been going for centuries.
That's right.
And bear this in mind, they didn't just make money on the slavery. Remember, it's all Jewish owned. But they also made money like this as well. That if, for instance, They found themselves in a storm where they were going to sink because the cargo was too much. What did they do with the bodies? They threw them overboard. Now, when we turn around and say, well, how would they make money out of that? All the bodies were insured. And they weren't insured at the nominal price. They were insured at the price of what they were worth on the open market. Because you see, when we use the term that we were the first Wall Street, we really were.
That's right.
Because the Wall Street started obviously in the Americas, of course. But you got to remember this, that over in London, they were insuring and making money on every dead body so that they can, so when they came to us, we will insure that X amount of people. You got it up, sir? Nice. All right. Right. Go ahead and read that, Kathy. Your eyes better than mine.
Con. Lloyd's of London. The major British banks, including predecessors to Barclays, were heavily involved in insuring and financing the 18th and 19th century Atlantic slave trade.
Come on.
Lloyd's insured slave ships, treating enslaved people as cargo.
As what?
As cargo.
Read.
While Barclays, through predecessor banks, he had direct ties to slave owners and slave trade profits.
Come on.
Both have formally apologized for their role.
Now, apology for what?
Give me my money.
See, that's the point that, again, these are the things that I say, they don't teach this.
No.
Because if they taught that, there would be much embarrassment across the face of the earth. But Barclays, as you know, and in fact, read where it says Barclays and banks links.
Barclays and banking links. Barclays was among several UK banks.
Come on.
Including HSBC and Lloyd's Banking Group, identified as having links to the slave trade. These links often involved predecessors or directors who owned slaves or profited from slave trade related enterprises in the British West Indies.
Now, what you're also going to bear in mind, look, there's another group that we won't get because we're finishing now. There's another group that we've got to bear in mind, which is the tea company. The tea company. Now, this is why I say I'm going to bring in these books and we're going to read it. But before I do that, what I want to do, because this is going to take a bit of work, I'm going to have to link scripture to those different segments of history. So you can see, this is just not happening because people think these things just happen. They happen because it's a part of the prophecy.
That's right.
See, it's part of the prophecy. And what we have to recognize is that these banks have never been on our side.
That's right.
That's why to this very day, these banks take our money, and the truth is we don't make nothing from it. You know that? And this is why I don't believe in banks anyway. But you will note that these individuals, when you put your money in the bank, you're the one giving the bank power. You do know that, right? When banks give you a loan and you say, oh, the bank can give you a loan. No, the bank didn't give you a loan. The bank can't give you a loan. Do you know what the bank has basically done, right?
That's right.
Taking someone else's money and giving you their money and put a high interest on it because the bank is never going to give you none of its money because it's not going to lose its money on people. So it uses other people's money to loan out, and that way they keep themselves rich. Well, why do you think banks and hospitals are the richest groups in the world? Have you ever seen a grotty building of a hospital now? They're all brand new. Banks are all new now, big, huge places, because that's how they run. Because here's the other thing that I'm going to touch this, I'm believing. Some of the richest black families in the world existed right up into the late 1800s.
That's right. That's right.
That sat on the board, the world board, in terms of banking. You see? And a lot of the names that you call names that are white people that were originally black people's names.
That's right. That's right.
So we have to kind of just leave it there because we're kind of going into another area. All right. We're going to close now at this particular point because I think we've had enough. What we will do there now, we'll bring that one out again, and I will encourage you, if you can purchase this book and you read it, it'll blow up your mind. When after you read it, you'll say, "Oh, that's what Pastor Thompson be talking about," because you'll see they hide it from us. And how did they do it? In plain sight.
In plain sight.
In plain sight. All right, Doctor, do you have any questions from anyone that's been tuning in? I'll take any questions at this time, and any questions among us. Yes, ma'am.
So, how should we be moving about with our finances?
With our finances?
In regards to, anything, should we be pulling out our monies and putting them in common safe?
I will share with you a couple of brief things when we're off the air. Yes, ma'am, when we're off the air. All right, any other, because I'm going to be careful because they watch our program because they want to know what this Negro is saying here.
Waking up.
And I'm trying to stick around a long time with my spouse. I mean, I don't. It would be nice if one day told, "Well, Pastor Thompson, he's no longer with us, Where he at then?" Oh, they got rid of him. All right, I'm teaching. All right, don't put no ideas in people's heads. So, all right. Any other questions? Any other points? So,
that one just came in for you, Bishop.
Yes, sir. Shalom. Go ahead, Cap.
Shalom. Does this congregation believe in Gentile salvation or no?
Which Gentile?
Absolutely.
Which Gentile?
Which Gentile? Which Gentile? I look, my brother or sister, whoever it is, let me say this. There are two groups of people who bear the same title.
That's right.
And yes, we have been duped into believing that all Gentiles are Gentiles. That's not what the scripture says. The scripture says when we were. All right, go ahead and read what you got, Cap.
I have 1 Corinthians chapter 12.
Yeah.
Because everything that we've been reading is predicated off of these first shows. We have to understand that you have to fit this narrative. You have to understand this narrative to understand who are the Gentiles of the Diaspora.
All right, yes.
So 1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 1. Now concerning spiritual gifts, brethren, I would not have you ignorant. Ye know that ye were Gentiles.
Say that again, Doctor.
Ye know that ye were Gentiles, carried away unto these dumb idols.
Unto what?
Unto these dumb idols.
Unto these dumb idols. Go on.
Even as ye were led.
Even as we were led. Go on.
Wherefore, I give you to understand that no man speaking by the Spirit of Yahweh calleth Yahushai accursed.
Calleth Yahushai what?
Accursed.
Go on.
And that no man can say that Yahushai is the Lord, but by the Holy Ghost.
So go ahead and explain, guys. Go ahead.
Therefore, as you've been watching the entire dialogue, we've been going through the precepts of Israel being scattered to the four corners, being called Gentiles, being called not a people, but also, according to Jeremiah, being called the sons of God.
Come on.
Because they have been giving back their inheritance and being married back unto Yahweh.
That's right.
That's what's going on into the Bible.
Yeah. Quickly go to Jeremiah 2:11.
Where we left off earlier. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 2 and verse 11. It reads thus. Have a nation changed their gods, which are yet no God?
Come on.
But my people have changed their glory for that which doth not profit.
See that? So we chose to become like the other nations. And when we became like the other nations, quickly, second Maccabees, let's go there. 6 and 6. Second Maccabees 6 and 6. And it tells us there that it was unlawful for us to be Jews. But we had to act like everybody else. So, in fact, read Second Maccabees chapter 6, but read one first.
Thank you.
Yes, yes, sir.
Second Maccabees chapter 6 and verse 1. Not long after this, the king sent an old man of Athens to compel the Jews to depart from the laws of their fathers.
See? Told us to depart from the laws of our fathers. Go on.
And not to live after the laws of Yahweh.
The laws of who?
The laws of Yahweh.
The laws of Yahweh. Go on.
And to pollute also the temple in Jerusalem.
Read.
And to call it the temple of Jupiter, Olympius.
Go on.
And that in Gerizim of Jupiter, the defender of strangers.
Read.
As they did desire that dwelt in the place.
Go on.
The coming in of this mischief.
This mischief, go on.
Was sore and grievous to the people.
Read.
For the temple was filled with riot and reveling by the Gentiles.
Who?
By the Gentiles.
Go on.
Who dallied with harlots and had to do with women within the circuit of the holy places.
Go on.
And besides that, brought in things that were not lawful.
Come on.
The altar also was filled with profane things, which the law forbiddeth. Neither was it lawful for a man to keep Sabbath days.
So it was unlawful for you to have anything on the Sabbath day. Read.
Or ancient feasts.
Go on.
Or to profess himself at all to be a Jew.
You couldn't even call yourself a Jew. Read on.
And in the day of the king's birth, every month, they were brought by bitter constraint to eat of the sacrifice.
So they forced us to eat the sacrifice, which was swine's flesh, and we don't do that.
And when the feast of Bacchus was kept, the Jews were compelled to go in procession to Bacchus.
So that means that we were forced to keep birthdays.
That's right.
Go on.
Carrying ivy.
And by the way, we see that even Job's own children were destroyed for keeping their days.
That's right.
Read.
It reads thus. Verse what?
8.
Verse 8. Moreover, there went out a decree to the neighbor cities of the heathen.
Read.
By the suggestion of Ptolemy.
Go on.
Against the Jews.
Against the Jews.
That they should observe the same fashion.
So we had to wear the same fashion. I remember the Greeks, they wore a swaddling gown and they didn't cover their bodies properly. They walked around half naked. Read on.
Read. By suggestion of Ptolemy against the Jews, that they should observe the same fashion and be partakers of their sacrifices.
Go on.
And whoso would not conform themselves to the manners of the Gentiles.
To the what?
To the manners of the Gentiles.
Go on.
Should be put to death.
In other words, if we didn't act like the Gentiles, we would be put to death. We couldn't call ourselves Jews either. We would be put to death. And if we didn't have birthdays, we would be put to death. Everything was a death sentence on us. And so, read the last section, sir.
Then might a man have seen the present misery. And
again, you'll read that in 1 Corinthians chapter 12, thereabout. But yes, back to your question, my brother or sister, whomever you may be, we do believe that Gentiles will be saved. But which ones? Which ones? That's right. If you think everybody's a Gentile, that's not what the scriptures teach.
That's right.
There were two orders of them. And we understand that there are many of our people that live in foreign lands, even to this very day. And what they do, they live like, act like, speak like the nations, but they're not the nation.
That's right.
And so this is why the scripture said, let the wheat and the tears grow together until the day of harvest. Why? Because it's the angels who are going to come and pick out who the people are.
That's right.
And bring them to whom the Most High is, so that it can know who they are and the land where they are from. So that's how that basically works out.
Yes,
all right. So I don't know if that gives you an answer or not. Will you teach on what?
Will you teach on the feast days calendar?
Feast days calendar. We do that every single year. We teach on the feast days, and we teach them what the feasts mean, how they operate with us, and how we are to honor those days as the Most High's chosen people. So the short answer to that is yes, we will and we do. All right. Okay. So I think that concludes that, unless there's anything else that I'm meant to be aware of. That's it. All right. And again, whether it be brother or sister, thank you for your question. We don't take questions and begin to fire bullets at you. We don't do that because we have to accept you where you are in terms of what your understanding is.
That's right.
We were where you were once upon a time.
That's right.
All right. So all praise to the Most High God. And we hope that you've enjoyed the teaching. We've gone to a high cross section today, and a good mixture. To the Most High be the glory. Please like, subscribe, and I would like you also to inform your friends and neighbors. Give us a thumbs up if you've enjoyed the teaching. And we look forward to seeing with you or speaking with you again at our School of Wisdom on Wednesday night. To all our brothers over in Europe, we're glad to know that you're still fighting the good fight of faith. To all the brothers over in the Africas, again, you have all of my prayers and support. And to our brothers here in the Americas, both from east to west, again, we thank the Most High God for your support, for your watching in. We hope that it's been palatable. We hope that it's been knowledgeable, and we hope that it's been supportive to who you are as a Jew or a child of Israel.
That's right.
We look forward to seeing you again. And on the behalf of myself and the family here, we want to say to you, Rakatah Yahweh, Shem Mashiach Yahushua, Selah. Hallelujah. Any other questions?